Good morning, students. My name is Arvind Rathore. Back again with a new video, which is truly based on different types of management thinkers, into which we will study about the Kautilya's contribution in the management. Okay, but before this, we have to understand who was Kautilya, or we can say that who was Chanakya. Chanakya was the person who was born in 3rd BC, and he was also known as with the three names like Vishnugupta, Kautilya, and Chanakya. He was pulled down Nanda dynasty, and he was the kingmaker of Chandragupta Maurya, and he was also responsible for the defeat of the Alexander in India. Kautilya's Arthashastra and Chanakya Niti documented it towards the end of his life. Okay, as we all know that management is the subject that evolved as a science starting mid 20th century. Peter Drucker is crowned with the title of the father of the management and is also called a management philosopher. Today we find that managers, including management trainees, are in a high demand in the corporate world, and it is the highest paid profession across the globe. We can see the large number of students who are racing to do MBA courses from best possible institutes due to this demand. A company or a corporation today is much more than a business machine. They are employment generators, wealth creators, and society responsible entities. No doubt, most of the Fortune 500 companies are semi governments by themselves. They have a large say in decision making and policy formation at both national and international levels. Okay, their management and managers have direct and indirect importance on our daily lives. So, move to the next point, or we can say that the background of the Arthashastra. As we all know that Kautilya's Arthashastra is the oldest book of management available to the world, and it was written by the Kautilya, also known as Chanakya, and the Vishnugupta around 350 BC. Okay, when literally translated, it means scripture of the wealth. The main focus of the book is on the creation and management of the wealth. However, this book is a masterpiece which covers a wide range of topics like statecraft polities, military welfare, law accounting systems, taxation, fiscal policies, civil rules, and internal and foreign trades, etc. It also covers various technical subjects including medicine, geomology, metallurgy, measures of length, tables of weights, and division of time, among many others. Okay. Kautilya's Arthashastra was written in Sanskrit and contains 15 books and 150 chapters and 6,000 sutras, or we can say that sloks. It covers over 180 topics known as a book of economics, statecraft, and management, welfare strategy, etc. It's a book of total management. Okay, and the management topics in the Arthashastras are as following. First one is principle of management, second one is management education, accounting systems, corporate governance, time management, leadership skills, contracts, selection of the employees, and so on. Okay, there were 5 Kautilya's aphorisms, into which first one is Sukhasya Mulam Dharma, second one is Dharmasya Mulam Artha, third one is Arthasya Mulam Rajyam, fourth one is Rajyam Mulam Indriyajayam, and fifth one is Indriyajayasya Mulam Vinaya. Okay, these all were discussed in brief. Okay, later, into which first one is Sukhasya Mulam Dharma, the basis of happiness in ethics. The first sutra starts with happiness and the purpose of the management and is to generate prosperity to the stakeholders. Okay, However, the happiness is to be based on the ethics and righteousness. Similar lessons are also found in the Ramayana Mahabharata, include the Gita, other Vedic literatures, etc. Confucius also propagated the idea of an ethically run state in the 6th century BC. Second one is Dharmasya Mula Arthat, the basis of ethic in resources. According to the Kautilya, Dharma without resources is toothless, and resources without Dharma is useless. Resources will make ethical conduct or behavior possible and vice versa. Subha means goodness and auspiciousness must come first, then Labha. Labha means gain or profit. Okay. Management must strive to generate resources based on the ethical conduct or behavior. Kautilya's on leadership. Kautilya had stated that as a king, or we can say that leader, is so will be his people like followers. Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. Okay. Kautilya emphasized the importance of the leadership by example. The leader of any organization should be able to maintain high standards while running an organization. If the king is energetic, his subject will be equally energetic. Okay. If the leader is slack, or we can say that lazy in performing his duties, the subject will also be lazy and thereby eat into wealth. Besides, a lazy king will easily fall into the hands of the enemies. Hence, the king should himself always be energetic. That was some ideas by the Kautilyas on the leadership. Okay, and the third one is Arthasya Mula Rajyam, the basis of the resources in the kingdom. To generate resources, you need an enterprise, organization, team or a unit. Resources generally generated by the organization includes manpower development, money, machinery, materials, methods, and markets, etc. Further generation of the resources requires expansion of the kingdom organization, but through market and product development, market penetration, and diversification strategies. Okay. And Kautilya's thought on the organizational management also written as managing an organizational need to be carried out with the help of senior leaders or management thinkers. One wheel does not support transportation, therefore it is a necessity to appoint senior leaders or management thinkers and listen to their opinion. Okay, this is a slok written in Sanskrit because he was well known of the Sanskrit language. And the next one is Rajyamulam Indriyajam. Organization is the rooted in the conquest of the senses. Okay, victory over the senses means control of 5 organs of the sense like eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and skin, and the 5 organs of the actions like hands, feet, mouth, genitals, and anus, etc. Only a leader who has conquered the organs of his body would be able to put organizational interest first before his self interest. This also involves control of 6 enemies within Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha Matsara. These means are written in the brackets like desires. Kama means desires, Krodha means anger, Lobha means greed, Mada means arrogance, and Moha means infatuation, and Matsara means envy. Okay, these are the meanings of these Sanskrit words. Also includes Mana and Harsha means pride and foolhardiness. The next one is the Indriyajam Mulyam Vinaya, conquering the senses in the root in the training. Okay, the first chapter of the Arthasastra is Vinaya, Vinaya Adhikarshanam, Adhikarikam, Vinaya Adhikarikam, or book on moral training. The conquest of the senses is rooted in the discipline and training in ethics and morals should begin from the childhood. The control of the mind, all experiences such as happiness, sorrow, gains, losses, victory, defeat, hot, cold, should be taken with equanimity. Brahma Bhuta. Okay. Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 3.19, duty without attachment to the fruits. Okay. And some of the impacts of the Kautilya's Arthashastra, these are written as: first one is Chandragupta Maurya was considered to be the unifier of the India during the 4th century BC. And the Maurya empire was continued by his son Bindusara and by his grandson King Ashoka. Maurya Empire expansion included Afghanistan all the way to the border of the Persia, Iran, extending to the Bengal. These was the impact of the Arthashastras, Kautilya's Arthashastra. Okay. Today, careful study on the Arthashastra will be useful for the management effectiveness and expanding business empire. Okay, so this is all about the Kautilya's Arthashastra. Okay, so we will be right back after some time with a new video. Okay, till then, goodbye.